Much now of that weight cut, the suffering he had yesterday is going to take into effect now. When you start getting closer and closer to the championship rounds.
I mean, you're going to start to see it later on in the round. When you have to dehydrate like Andrew Whitney did yesterday, you went down to your last pretty much. You shocked your body like that. It takes a significant amount of time, not just 18 to 20 hours in order for you to recoup all that. And so that's going to start to show later on in the fight, especially those championship rounds, because this is a 5-round fight.
You're doing lovely. Okay, baby? Okay? Nice and deep breath. Give me some water. Drink, baby. Drink as much.
So basically what we saw there is Whitney's corner basically saying, you need to pick up the pace, whereas you have Sharipov saying, you're doing absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look at Kamaru Usman's fighter adjustments, brought to you by Tim Tam.
For Frank Sharipov, he's just got to continue to mix it up. He's doing a beautiful job switching stances and going from kicking to boxing to the takedown. He's got to continue to do that. And for Andrew Whitney, I think he's got to get back on his toes, be patient, and look to counter.
See, if you are prophetic in this third round here, it is actually Whitney beginning to pick up the pace here, but Sharipov answers right back.
And this is a big round for Andrew Whitney, because this is the telling round that she says that, hey, my condition is not a factor, and that weight cut yesterday is not a factor. And so you've got to either let Sharipov know that I'm still in this fight, or you've got to basically, do what you can to get him out of there, because you know yourself that you don't have that much conditioning. Beautiful job by Andrew Whitney.
Both guys landing thunderous shots there. It looks like Whitney felt it more.
Oh yeah, I mean, he stepped back and he landed a beautiful right uppercut, but Frank answers back with a beautiful two-punch combination. And now finds himself on his back up against the cage against Andrew Whitney.
And you can hear Andrew's corner basically telling him you need to move to the right to get past that left leg.
A lot of people don't believe this, but when you're in that cage and not only you in there, you're on your back getting beat on by your opponent. And to make matters worse, you are right in front of his corner. And so you can hear his coaches telling him strategies and ways to hurt you there. And so that plays in an opponent's mind.
Unless you're in Frank Andrews' corner, where they shoot out numbers, you have no idea what they're saying.
I mean, that's a good way. That's a good system.
Fantastic way.
Yeah, it's a fantastic system that, some coaches utilize in the game today. Coaches such as Mark Henry. With Frankie and those guys, They have a system to where they have combinations and they have things that they like to do that they call out. Either they'll have a name or they have a system or they have a number or something like that.
And they change it up every fight, if you can believe it or not.
That's a lot to remember.
Hey, Frankie and I joked about that a while ago. I just don't know how he remembers it. He goes, once we start camp, these are the numbers, these are the words, and that's all we do.
Yeah, and I guess, if you've had a fighter for a long time, I guess it's pretty easy because he has combinations that he likes to do. And all you have to do is change the name, so it makes it easier for him to remember.
Andrew Whitney here trying to get past the legs. Sharipov doing a good job controlling his opponent here. Looking to set up the armbar here, looking to escape here. One of these two gentlemen will walk away tonight as the Titan FC Bantamweight champion.
Andrew Whitney, he's in control here, but I don't think he's trying to improve his position. I don't think he wants to go to half guard or side control, because that gives Frank a chance to scramble up. I think he's completely content with staying in full guard here, pushing him up against the cage to where he can't escape, and look to do enough to keep him down here.
Armbar tech here by Frank Sharipov. Extending the arm.
What a good job, and he just flips right out.
It actually is Sharipov on the bottom who's being more aggressive here.
He is. I mean, he knows he's losing this round by being on his back, so he's continuing to work. And both guys are sweating. very well. So, that's a skill and a tactic for him to be able to get up.
But is Whitney actually winning this round, despite him being where he is? Because the most dangerous portion of the round happened when Sharipov went for that armbar.
Yeah, but
The point is to end the fight.
Exactly, and when you have 3 minutes on top, doing a little bit of ground, enough to keep you on top. It's hard, for the referees to not give you that round.
Here we have Sharipov, both his feet in Andrew Whitney's hips, trying to keep him. Punch landed there by Andrew Whitney here, trying to sway the judges to ensure he wins this round here, as we have him on our unofficial scorecards down 2-0.
And you know what? I think this could have been the best. This was the best situation for him. He's on top. He's not exerting out a lot of energy. He's doing enough to keep the fight there. And this is a way for him to preserve some energy as well going into the championship rounds here.
You give that round to Andrew Whitney. I'm kind of 50-50 on it because I would rather see someone try and get a finish. Either way, I can concur with you 2-1 for Sharipov.
I